A woman did a video talking about where is the line with your adult kids. And she was talking about a woman who has a 23 or a 24-year-old still living at home, which is not the end of the world. That's not unheard of by any stretch of the imagination. But she wants them to move on with their life, and they won't. They won't get a job. They won't leave their room. They won't go to school. They just lock themselves in the room and become nocturnal and come out when everybody else is asleep and just exist in this space, right? And I talked about how no, the line has already been crossed. It is time to get them off their fucking asses. It's time to cut off their, if they don't have a job, how they paying for a cell phone, how they paying for their electricity, their food. Cut them the fuck off. It is time to parent. And this person here says, mine are 20 and 18. They can stay as long as they want, especially with all the stuff going on right now. They're protected here in my home. And I agree with that. I do. If they want to stay and you want them to stay, then that's a different story. You want them to stay in your home? No fucking problem. You want them gone? You want them to move on with their lives? And they're just bumming around your house, won't even get a fucking job? Then that's a problem. I have a 20-year-old who's a sophomore. She'll be wrapping up here in the next month her sophomore year of college at UIC. And then I have a 13-year-old. My 35-year-old has a house, husband, 2 kids. My 23-year-old lives with her boyfriend. They're out on their own. So we're down to the 2 kids. One's in college full-time and comes home on the weekends and summers. The other one's obviously living here full-time, being a 7th grader. The sophomore in college has 2 more years of college and then is going to embark on a career as potentially, a public school teacher in the city of Chicago with student loans. So if she needed to stay here and try to help get herself ahead in life, I'd have absolutely no problem with that. She can stay here as long as she needs to. I'll be 58 years old when my son graduates high school. 58 when he graduates high school. Which means if he goes to a 4-year university, I'll be 62 when he graduates from a 4-year university. At that point in time, he does not have to leave this house, in my opinion. We'll have 10 to 15 years left, maybe, with us. And, if he didn't want to, he wouldn't have to leave. So, yeah, I agree with you. If the parents don't want them to leave for any reason, then that's a different story. But if the parents want the kids to launch, and the kids not only won't launch, but they won't do anything. They won't get a job. They won't go to school. They won't do it. They sit in their room playing video games, blocking out the world. Then, yeah, it is time to get tough with those kids. It is time to have some tough love and some tough parenting and bring them to the reality of the world.